Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sonic video. This one's going to be done a little different compared to what I usually do because, well, there was so much news with Sonic in June. I did keep up with it at first. I did a few videos on Sonic Frontiers. Then Werewolves got announced for The Sims 4, and then all the Sims stuff just picked up, and then there was so much other Sonic stuff. I just could not keep up with all of it at once. It was too much. But now that it's July and things have calmed down, well, a tiny bit anyways, I have some time to do, I guess, kind of like a news roundup video of my favorite just highlights of stuff that we've learned about Sonic over the past month-ish. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I think most of the stuff I want to discuss is related to Frontiers, so I'll get the other stuff out of the way first. So Origins came out just in time for Sonic's 31st anniversary, so that's pretty neat. Unfortunately, I haven't had that much time to really play much of it, but I mean, I've played Sonic 1, CD, 2, and 3 many times before, so I can say in general, yeah, I mean, they're great Sonic games. You should definitely check them out if you haven't already, though there already are plenty of other ways to play them. And I would say, yeah, there are some really cool things. I love the presentation of it with all the different islands representing the different games, and the whole story mode interconnecting the games with those really beautifully animated cutscenes. That's super cool. That's something I never would have expected in a collection type sort of product. My favorite part though is definitely the mission mode. I think it's a fun way of extending the replay value and approaching these games that have been around so long in a totally different way. There are also things you can unlock like comic book covers, illustrations, and music using the new coin system, but I still don't feel like it's worth it for what they're charging, because here in Canada, on Steam, they're charging $53 for the standard edition and $60 for the digital deluxe. That's basically the same price as a new game, so it makes me wonder how much they would have charged for Sonic Mega Collection if that had come out today. Because sure, they aren't fully remastered games in that collection, but there's a lot more that's just generally on offer, because it's not just Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD, but there's a few other Sonic games like Spinball, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and 3D Blast. And even some just like random other Sega games I guess they just felt like throwing in there for good measure. Even Gems Collection I feel like has somewhat of an advantage over Origins because it has some games that are a bit harder to find, like Sonic R and Sonic the Fighters, which actually was its first time on home consoles. So I do wish they hadn't just stuck to Sonic games that are already so easily obtainable, but rather some also harder to find ones, like maybe if they put in some of the Game Gear games like Sonic Triple Trouble, or even put in Knuckles Chaotix from the 32X, I think that would have been more interesting. I'm not saying they had to do full-on remasters or enhanced features for them. You could still have 1, 2, 3, and CD be the main attractions with enhanced stuff, but then you could still have like a few Game Gear games and other stuff that would still basically be their original incarnation, but just port it over to the modern consoles and PC. I don't think this is a terrible offering though. I think it is still decent, and they pulled off some interesting surprises like the mission mode and the cutscenes. I just wish there had been a few more games overall. But I think Origins is more targeted at the audience who just saw the 2 Sonic live-action movies and had never played any Sonic games before and are like, ooh, I want to check out Sonic now and see what he's all about and where he originated from. Next, I want to talk a little bit about Fall Guys, because they're doing a collaboration with Sonic sometime in August. Because we've already had the Sonic and Knuckles costumes for quite a while, but they did mention a Tails costume is coming, but other than that, no specific details about what's happening. Even this footage here, they just showed all levels that are already in the game. I did see a leak floating around with a Green Hill Zone inspired level. I'm not sure there's going to be more than that. But either way, I'm looking forward to just finding out more, because I love Fall Guys, and I think, especially, like, most of my favorite levels in that game are the platforming ones. So I think Sonic and Fall Guys are just a blend that totally makes sense. We also had a couple of reveals in June for Sonic Prime, which is coming to Netflix sometime later this year. And they revealed two characters, one that's not really shocking at all in my opinion, and then the other is, yeah, fairly surprising. So, the first of these two reveals was none other than Shadow the Hedgehog. Looking forward to seeing what his role is going to be. Usually Shadow's the kind of character you bring in when you have something really epic going down. The other reveal was pretty neat because we got Big the Cat confirmed. I'm not sure if he'll have that big a role because apart from a couple games like Adventure and Heroes, he's more of a cameo character, like an Easter egg you just see in the background, and it's like if you happen to see it's like, oh hey, there's Big the Cat, awesome! So, I don't know, maybe they'll defy my expectations here, but we do at least get to hear his voice in this clip.
Whoa,
Sorry, Big. Sorry, Froggy. Can't chat. Gotta go help our friends.
no problem, Sonic.
So I look forward to hearing more about this series. It still feels like they're being pretty tight-lipped about it. I really want to see like a full-blown epic trailer that just gives us an overview of what to expect with Sonic Prime. So hopefully that's not too far away since it is still supposed to be coming out this year. Alright, so let's move on to Frontiers. This isn't going to be like an in-depth breakdown of every single thing they've revealed, but we'll start with this prologue preview that was shown on the Sonic Central 2. And yeah, Knuckles guarding the Master Emerald, that's finally being acknowledged again, but nothing else to really take away from that other than them saying that is supposed to take place before the beginning of Frontiers. Which is interesting because from what I've been hearing so far, it's just Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Eggman that are involved in the plot, so maybe Knuckles comes back later in the game. They showed some Switch footage in the recent Nintendo Direct, the partner showcase, and I love this part coming up here where he just flips off the wall as he runs off of it. That wasn't in the footage that IGN was sent, but I'm surprised it even looks this good on the Switch, because I wasn't sure how it was even gonna run, but from what I can tell, it does look decent so far. You get to see Sonic fighting this other enemy here, and you even get to see a parry, which looks pretty epic. It's just like, BAM! Slap! But a big aspect of this trailer is that we finally got to see the cyberspace levels for the first time. That was another thing I remember from those leaks, where they do play more like the levels that we saw, like Unleashed, Colors, Generations, where it's like boost levels. So they showed a Green Hill Zone one, and one that is, I guess, kind of like Speed Highway, except during the day, and with so many highways around, it kind of reminds me of City Skylines, with all those winding highways. And oh yeah, there's also a really cool, just brief look at the cutscene there, with that ghost girl who's supposed to be named Sage, not to be confused with Sonic Amateur Games Expo that's held in the fan community every year. I do find it interesting how Sage does have this phantom ruby-like glow that Infinite had in Forces, so I wonder if there might be an actual connection between the two. They also did show some Sonic Frontiers footage during the Sonic Central, but it was more focused on this dragon boss battle. It does kind of feel like a cool twist on the dragons that appear in Breath of the Wild that you get to see if you're lucky. But yeah, definitely an interesting sort of boss encounter that's different from the one that we saw previously. So while I think Frontiers does look better now than it did at the beginning of June when I was doing those other videos, I'm still not fully convinced that Frontiers is going to be anything amazing. I'm sure it'll be better than Forces, but Forces is a pretty low bar to go by. I am also concerned about the themes of the cyberspace levels because so far it looks like almost all of them are just reusing assets from Generations and laying them out in a different way, because so far from what I've heard, we're getting Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, and Rooftop Run, and then there's the one I mentioned earlier that reminds me a lot of Speed Highway, except it's during the daytime. Apparently in this game, Sonic and friends end up getting amnesia, and it might be that they're going through these cyberspace levels to restore their memories. I can accept that explanation, but it would be nice to have some themes that are not just repeats of ones we've already revisited in Generations. Like, how about Palm Tree Panic, or Windmill Isle, or Hydro City, which Yuji Naka did confirm recently on Twitter that, yes, it is Hydro City, not Hydrocity. That makes no sense. It's a city of hydro, and presumably the city is being powered by said hydro. But hopefully we do have more levels that are inspired by games maybe not even represented in recent games, like Sonic Triple Trouble. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool if we got a 3D version of Sunset Park. But yeah, we'll still have to wait and see. They still have quite a few levels to reveal, I think, because I believe there's supposed to be just under 30 cyberspace levels in total, but I wouldn't be surprised if at least some of them are just like Act 2 or Act 3 of the themes we already know. But that's pretty much it for now, so not a bad year for Sonic so far. The movie was really good, and Origins is decent, even though it does have some shortcomings. But yeah, Prime hopefully will turn out really great like the movies, and Frontiers, we've waited so long for this, so the wait better be worth it for that as well. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you picked up Origins? Do you like it? Have you seen the movie? Are you looking forward to Sonic Prime and the Fall Guys collab and Frontiers? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!